My name is Deborah Bruno, and I'm from a small town in the Hudson Valley called Athens, New York, a pretty little village on the banks of the Hudson River, about halfway between New York and Albany. So my family is sort of the typical American family in a lot of ways, because we have just off the boat immigrants and we have the old families. And so I was always sort of proud of that ancestry. The Italians and the Dutch, the true American melting pot. That's what I thought of myself. I had a friend who told me, oh, you have old Dutch heritage? If you have Dutch ancestors, you probably have ancestors who were slaveholders. And I remember thinking, no, you don't know anything about my family. We were poor farmers. We were subsistence farmers who didn't really understand anything other than the land that they worked. When I first found the 1796 will of Isaac Collier, my 5 times great-grandfather, I found a will that showed that he had bequeathed his slaves to his descendants. The day I found the will was a day that was like a gut punch to my stomach. And the more I learned, the more I dug, the more I found more ancestors who enslaved people. I found Eleanor Meyer through a Facebook group that someone had suggested to me called I've Traced My Enslaved Ancestors and Their Owners. And within 24 hours, I had an email from Eleanor saying I'm descended from slaves in Coxsackie in New Baltimore. And it was one of those serendipitous, blessed by the universe moments where I realized I had found someone who was connected to me in so many ways that I couldn't even begin to enumerate. We realized that my ancestors had enslaved her ancestors. We also realized that my ancestors had probably fathered children with her ancestors. So we were connected by DNA, we were connected by history, and we were connected by a sense of destiny. A Hudson Valley Reckoning is a story that is both history and memoir. I wrote Hudson Valley Reckoning to tell the story of Mary Vanderzee and Caesar Egberts and Toon Van Bergen and so many of the other enslaved and formerly enslaved people whose stories have not been told until now. And for many Northerners, the story of the North is a story of the good guys. We were the abolitionists. We were the Underground Railroad. We fought on the right side in the Civil War. What people don't realize is that before that time, there was 200 years of slavery, and that slavery has been hidden and half hidden for too long. What this all means is that this is a responsibility of all Americans who have all benefited from the bounties of this country. And as beneficiaries of this, we have to learn our true history. This is our true American story, one that's far more nuanced and complicated, but powerful than anyone ever realized. The story of Northern slavery has been hidden for far too long. It's a story that has been only half told for very long, because without understanding this history, we don't understand ourselves.